everyone. We're at the October 2013 market, and I'm with the other half of Mr. and Ms. Howard, Phoebe Howard.
The better half.
The better half, of course. Phoebe, tell me a little bit about your role in this partnership.
Well, as you know, Jim and I are both designers. We own retail stores, and we decided to get into product development. We kind of figured out, who was going to play what role, and Jim is the lead on designing the furniture for the most part. We collaborate about it throughout the year. As we're traveling and as we're working on our projects and in our stores, we see things or we see a chair and we're like, oh, that's a great chair. We should add that to the line. And so we're constantly have back and forth, but Jim then takes all those ideas and puts it in concrete form where he provides all the drawings and turns everything into everybody. Then my role becomes, I pick out all the fabrics. I help him placing the fabrics on the pieces. We lay out all the furniture in the showrooms together, and then we accessorize it and put it together and set it up. And then we also have it in our stores, so I'm very familiar with the product from another whole level. So I can see it as a vendor, and then I can see it as a consumer, which gives me a really unique perspective on the product.
Absolutely. So tell me a little bit about the history of Mr. and Ms. Howard.
Well, Mr. and Mrs. Howard became a natural extension of our already existing brand, which we have our retail stores, Mrs. Howard and Max & Company. Jim had his design business, James Michael Howard. So we were looking to really get into products and product development, and Mr. and Mrs. Howard, which is a natural extension of that, offering all the beautiful items that we love to use in our stores and in our design projects that we didn't see in the market. We saw that things were missing, and we felt there was a need for a return to classical pieces. Have some modern elements and have some, antique-inspired elements, but have it all sort of in a relevant envelope for today's living, which we like to think of as classic, timeless design that stays and can endure. It doesn't have a particular stamp of time on it.
So, Phoebe, tell me about some of the exciting projects you worked on in the past year.
Oh, well, gosh, this one just came out. This is House Beautiful's November issue, which we have the cover of. We're very excited. It's a project that Jim and I worked on together. It's in New York City. It's a fabulous apartment on Fifth Avenue. Jim did all the architecture. I did all the decorating, and it's a beautiful article, so everybody should pick this up and check it out. I mean, this place, as beautiful as it is here, you should see it in person. It's magnificent. It was a real fun project. Look at the little girl's room. I mean, who doesn't want that? That's great.
You were telling me about another exciting project you completed.
Yes, this year I did the Idea House for Southern Living magazine, which was so much fun. It was in Nashville, Tennessee, and it was actually a compound of 5 houses. So it's kind of a modern farmhouse. It's really great. It's been open since June, and it's open until January of this year. It's open to the public. It's a fantastic, great house. It was a lot of fun working on that.
Wonderful. And you also have a monthly kind of advice column in Southern Living?
Yes, it's a decorating advice column. It's called Dear Mrs. Howard, where readers send in a question, and then I answer it sort of with a photograph, and then kind of break it down, and then at the bottom we source product where you can sort of get the look, shop the look, right?
Exactly. I enjoy picking up some pointers each month from that.
And I'm just thrilled to be associated with Southern Living magazine. It's such a classic, and it's been around forever, and it's iconic. It's wonderful.
Absolutely.